Welcome back. Now, milk producers have long been demanding a hike in milk prices. Few days earlier, they met to discuss hiking of procurement rate of milk from the government. But since there has been no response from the government, they started a strike on February the 7th. Now, today, statewide, the strike entered its 5th day. In Trichy, more than 1,000 milk producers poured cow milk on the roads as a sign of protest. Now, if the protests were to continue, the end users such as you and I could face issues such as milk shortage, hoarding, and even spike in milk prices.
விக்குது 20 ரூபாய் எங்க பால் என்னதுக்கு 15 ரூபாய்க்கு 10 ரூபாய்க்கு ஊத்திக்கிட்டு இது எதுக்கு நாங்க தண்டத்துக்கு உழைச்சு நாங்க காசு கண்ணாலும் சம்பாரிச்சு இதுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே வருமானம் வரல ஏன்னா கொண்டு வந்து சிகரெட்ல ஊத்துற கம்மியா ஊத்துற நாங்க ரோட்ல ஊத்திட்டு போயிரோம்.
And some more news from the city. Chief Justice of Madras High Court did a surprise check on the Georgetown court premises and shocked by the terrible conditions, he summoned the Attorney General and slammed the government in open court. Now, reportedly, he said, and I quote, "You have time and money to distribute colour TV sets, but not money to provide your chairs needed in the courts." Now, again, government has asked for 2 weeks' time to respond. Georgetown Court, in fact, is a heritage building, apparently over 100 years old. And in the run-up to the budget session in the parliament, we really can't say which issues will be in focus, but we at NDTV Hindu want to bring to focus the needs and wishes of the public. Our reporter Pratiksha today caught up with Clements Olmert, the head of marketing for Audi India. Let's listen into what this luxury car maker is demanding from the finance minister.
Well, with just 3 weeks to go for the national budget to be presented on the 28th of Feb, Audi, the premier German car manufacturer, has launched its Audi 8L. The A8L is supposed to be the premier car segment. It is priced at about 89 lakh. And we are joined by Mr. Clements Olmert, the head of marketing. Hello, Mr. Clement. Sir, today you'll have launched the Audi A8L. And how do you really look at it at its market share in India?
From the market share perspective, it's very difficult because it's a very niche segment and we are not really looking with market share or even with volume because we just would like to have a desire around the brand to build and create an aura around the brand, and this car helps us perfectly. You know, the whole segment, we call it D segment. This segment is not really huge. If you compare it to the total market, it's a 0.0 whatever percentage, but it helps us to connect the brand with the right audience. For that reason, we are not really looking in volume or market share. Right now we know that we have a high demand that what we can supply.
Mr. Subramaniam had told us the car, though priced at 89 lakhs on road, is about 1.25 crores upwards.
Yes.
So this budget that is going to be presented on the 28th of Feb, from the car manufacturer's point of view, do you all have any demands of the budget?
Of course, we are a small manufacturer. You know, we are only a small part here in the country. But of course, if you would like a kind of a request list, then we have some demands in terms of roads, because even having the road conditions right now, we would like to bring in some more cars on the roads, and better roads will help us to continue with our growth. But even right now, what we have with our cars so far, you will enjoy the ride based on the features which we have combined in this car.
And what about the taxes and the import duty front?
Of course, we would love to see it if someone can reduce it. We had similar activity. We've seen it with the European Union. In South Africa, for instance, we had more than 100% import duties, and they are now down to 17%, 17. That means, of course, we are hoping that we have similar agreements with the European Union. But this is a request which we hardly can influence. It's just as a wish to the government of India.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Well, obviously, lower import duties and better roads is definitely on the wish list of the car manufacturers this year. In Chennai, Pratiksha Ramkumar for NDTV Hindu.
Moving ahead, as a part of their campaign to raise awareness on cancer and its early detection, Billroth Hospitals organised a short film and photography competition. We go across to the grand finale at Adyar Park, Sheraton, where the winners of the contest were felicitated.
For a full year, Billroth Hospitals ran cancer awareness campaigns. Treatment camps for the poor and free treatment for the needy were all part of the campaign. The third dimension to this initiative was a short film and photography contest, which saw entries pouring in from over 100 colleges.
I started this initiative mainly because I have lost my father with a serious medical ailment at a very young age. So I chose to start a campaign, and then initially we started with cancer campaign, and then why we chose short film mainly because it is very crisp and it impacts immediately on the individuals.
The occasion saw many eminent guests from the film, media and education fraternity. Veteran director Balu Mahindra, actor Karthi and ace photographer Venkat Ram were among the eminent personalities who gave away the awards to the winners. Friends also fondly remembered and paid tribute to the much-loved theatre personality, the late Mithran Devanesan, more remembered as a survivor of cancer.
And he was a person of multidimensional personality and interested in various things. And I would like to pay tribute, rich tribute to my friend on this occasion to remember Mithran. And he was one person who never believed in any failures in life, a person who always believed in helping all mankind.
With Anuradha Anand, camera person Sarvanan, this is Dipti Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Well, in some international news now, Egypt stood on the brink of collapse today after President Hosni Mubarak again refused to stand down last night. And according to reports, the under-fire leader has fled Cairo for Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh. Protesters erupted in rage as Mubarak admitted their demands were legitimate, but vowed in a TV address not to step down until the presidential polls in September. Meanwhile, the military's Supreme Council held a crunch meeting this morning before announcing it would lift a 30-year-old state emergency ban as soon as protests ended. Also, at a state TV building, pro-democracy activists broke through army barricades. However, frenzied jubilation fast turned into a stunned dismay when President Mubarak snubbed the demands to quit. Well, the famous German luxury car maker looks to tame the Indian market with the launch of this mean machine. We get you the first look on the other side.